Hey guys, how's it going? So we are here for another hunting video, and right behind me is the spot where I took and set up that camo net and where we got that last 8-pointer in the last hunting video. And I do plan on heading out to the woods, to the mountains to do some hunting. I've just been getting over a head cold. Today's the first day of rifle season, but I didn't head out this morning because today we're just getting a little heat surge, so I don't really like to hunt when it's this warm. Like right now I could comfortably be wearing a t-shirt, no problem. But in this particular location, until I get over this little bit of a cough I have for probably these first few days, I am going to come back to this particular spot. But I got a new pop-up blind that I wanted to set up and try out, so that's what we're going to do. And I also need to take my rifle and pop a shot or two off because I've been having an issue with the rear sight coming loose. But I think I finally figured out a solid fix for that. But yeah, this pop-up blind sets up extremely quick. I'd already set it up one time just to make sure I could take it up and put it down pretty easy, and it's really lightweight, so I mean I could take it further out into the mountain if need be. But this is a FUNHORUN, I believe is how that's meant to be pronounced. Really the only thing that takes any amount of time with this particular one is just the putting the 4 stakes in the corner and then the roof poles. Other than that, like if you was in a hurry, you could set this thing up and, you know, probably under a minute, no problem. Look at that, just pops right out. And I just want to go ahead and get it in this spot and leave it so that way any deer that do cross through the area, you know, just kind of get used to it being here. Like right here's the back door. This is one of those 360-degree blinds, so like once you're on the inside, and you guys will see that in a second, you can see all the way around. Like a pop-up blind that I owned a year or two ago, this one actually has a zip-in floor. I'm not going to be using that just because it's not really necessary, but I can see that being useful. You know, if you're going to be on snow or really wet ground, and you know you don't want a bunch of your gear and stuff to get dirty. And also too, we might end up doing an overnight camp with this after hunting season's over with, just for the fun of it. The reason why I kind of wanted to just take some time and show you guys this one, because this thing right here is like an extremely, I think, well priced. When I got it, I was kind of worried that at that price point the materials was going to be really, you know, crappy, low quality. But first impressions, this thing seems to be made very, very well. A lot of you guys are gear heads like myself. Yeah, there's just 2 of these poles that are the same length. Roof's in place. I believe this thing's supposed to have like a shower-proof roof on it. Going inside, you can see this really cool material design. Like you have 360 degrees of visibility, but because of the way, again, the design of it is, like even like when you're right up on top of it, you know, you cannot see through to the inside. And obviously at a distance, there's absolutely no way anything can see in, so it's a good way for me. It's like if I'm doing some of the filming and stuff, it's like normally what I like to do is just find a solid tree with like a bit of brush coverage, just like where that little spruce tree is, and then just kind of sit in behind those and not use anything. But filming and things, like having to move around, manipulate a camera and stuff, get a better angle sometimes, having a little bit of extra concealment is very nice. Then now we just need to stake down the 4 corners. Now the stakes that come with this are, you know, obviously not going to be top tier. You're not meant to have this thing out in extremely high winds or anything, but it doesn't catch wind that bad, because last night where I set it up yesterday, it actually was a pretty breezy night and it didn't have any issues. So boom. So again, this is a Cascade SR-80. I just got the 147 grain full metal jacket rounds in there right now. And then just got a little water bottle at about 55, 60 yards down there. I'm going to try it with that first, and then I actually did bring out the ammunition I'm going to be hunting with, and I got another bottle that we will, you know, see. That is assuming that everything's still solid, because what's been happening is the rear sight here, this is like the Williams peep sight deal, that has been coming loose after a couple of shots and sliding off, so it's like I'm going to be putting Loctite on there. I just kind of want to see if it happens again right before I do that. But so far though, this rifle's been fantastic and just been enjoying every second that I spend with it. Got the bottle, no problem. Okay, so yeah, right here's our bottle. It looks like we got pretty much a dead center entry on that. So now we'll just take and get a feel for the other actual ammunition we're going to be using while we're hunting. Okay, so I'm going to be using Shell Tech, the NAS³ ProGrade rounds. Right there is what they look like, if anybody's just curious as to, you know, like what rifle round I'll be carrying. And then this is the, for my state, during deer season, you can't have more than 5 rounds in your rifle. So this is a 4-round magazine for this. And that blew her away just fine. Yeah, that synthetic tip shot right there definitely had a little bit more oomph to it. But there you go, guys. That is the initial setup. So from this point on, should be cutting to whenever I actually get to head out next and hunt at this particular location, and hopefully we end up bagging a deer. Okay, so right there is officially the first deer that we got with that Cascade SR-80 scout rifle. Iron sights at, I'd say about 80 to 100 yards. So I'll take that. So time to load this bad boy up and get the skinning. Alrighty guys, so it has been a couple of days, but all the deer meat and everything is good and processed. And with some of this one, we took and made some homemade deer jerky and tried something new for the very first time, and that was making jerky in the air fryer, and it turned out absolutely amazing. I really believe this is some of the best jerky that I've ever made. The only downside is you can't really make a ton in an air fryer at a time, but it's only about a 2-hour process. So the next deer that we get, and we are going to be going into the woods, into the mountains a lot deeper to the next few hunts, so hopefully we do end up bagging another one, but definitely going to be taking and turning a lot of that one into deer jerky for sure. But I was really happy to go ahead and bag a deer with that CASCADE SR-80 scout rifle. Thing shoots like a dream. And I went back with the rangefinder and measured it. It was like right at, I think, 97 yards. So, you know, iron sights, no problem. But that's going to do it for this one. Again, hope you guys are kind of enjoying the format of the hunting videos. The ones that we do in the woods and the mountains will probably be a little bit different just because of the way that I'll have to go about manipulating everything. But fun nonetheless. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not already, share the channel videos with your friends, family, anybody that enjoys good old outdoor activities, gear, in this case hunting. Hit me up in that comment section, thoughts, opinions, questions, whatever you feel like typing out. Now that we've already got one deer out of the way, we'll be going over to the shooting channel again very soon, because those strikes that I got on the shooting channel should be gone and shouldn't have to really worry about that much anymore at this point, hopefully. But until the next one, guys, adios.